With Tarkov inundated with Class 4 armor, the best time for Class 5 is right now, and failing that as soon as you can physically get it. So today we'll be looking at the first consistent place that you can get Class 5 armor from the traders, and this is important because many players are using high tier 545 found in Raid and optimizing against Class 4 plate wearers. This basically means 545 BT, 7N40 and BP, which will cut through Class 4 like butter, and to a lesser extent 545 PP, which does struggle a bit but gets the job done eventually. But with these rounds everywhere, it's easy to start thinking that Class 4 isn't really helping. They're so cheap though that you may as well wear them. To prevent this, you want to be wearing Class 5, but normally we associate Class 5 armors with the end game in Tarkov, or at least the beginning of the end game, because it's generally accessible only on level 4 traders. This why getting to the high 30s and beyond in terms of levels is actually really hard. Despite the fact that the quests give the same amount of XP as they did before, the amount of experience required to get to the same level has been increased dramatically, and the XP per raid has gone down at the same time, so it feels like a real slog. However, BSG have sneaked back in an old barter on Prepel 3 that allows you to get access to a Class 5 plate, technically as early as level 26, which is way earlier than all the other options. This is the Corund front plate, but the bad news is that it's quest locked behind completing Reconnaissance on Lighthouse. The good news is that it's only the second quest down Prepel's Lighthouse path, the first being Easy Job that you'll need to do before it opens up, and these together are a branch off the Punisher questline, which needs part 2 to be completed before they're given to you. Punisher part 2 isn't too far down, it's not like Punisher part 6 or something, but yes, unfortunately you will need to go and play Lighthouse. For Easy Job part 1, you've got to go to the helicopter in the water treatment base and plant down a marker, and then for Reconnaissance afterwards you have to visit each of the 3 roofs of the water treatment plant. Both of these quests, in my opinion, are done more easily by waiting until the end of the raid and then going in to do it, because there's going to be way less players and quite often the rogues will actually all be dead already. This is one of the places where USEC has quite a big advantage if you don't really play Lighthouse, because if you haven't killed the rogues already, it's even possible to run in and do Easy Job part 1 without touching any of the rogues at all, and without them even becoming aggro so long as you don't go too close to them. So once recon is done, you can then get access to the Corund plate on Prepel 3, and you barter for it using golden eggs. You can buy these on the flea market at level 30, and they are still pretty cheap at the moment as there's no other real use for them, and you can get 2 of these plates per reset. Now obviously this is just an armor plate on its own and needs to be combined with some kind of armored rig in order to actually be used. So let's do a link search on the armor plate and we'll see which carriers are actually compatible with it, because there's not that many. It's a very specialist piece of armor. So the first one you have is the Bagari. You can buy these off the fleet if you want to, but they are quite expensive. This is normally more commonly purchased on Ragman 4. You've got this one, which is a ref only Corund, and then you've got the Corund armor itself. Now I wouldn't suggest buying these off the fleet because Corunds are actually only armor class 2, so there's nothing that great about them except the fact that you can put side plates on them. The other 2 are the budget option, which is the 6B23-2 Mountain Flora body armor, and this is the classic class 4 that you see on Scav sometimes, and then we've got the 6B23-1 EMR, which is the propane tank armor. Now fundamentally, there's nothing really that different between these 2. From a protection perspective, they're both the same weight, and with the plates removed, they're basically the same armor. So really what you want to do is just pick both of these. Really what you want to do is just pick whichever of these is the cheapest at the time. The only thing you get from the Corund is adding these Corund side plates, and although the Bagari is class 3 underneath, it doesn't have any neck armor, so it's kind of up to you as to which you pick. I've been doing it with these because you get them back in insurance constantly. You can see I just did a huge stream and I've got millions of these armors back. A lot of people don't even realize they've got class 5 in them. If you have a quick look, you can see I've got class 5. I don't think any of these have had their stuff stolen yet, so they're a pretty good bet for insurance. Now interestingly, the Corund plate itself can actually be bought on the flea market. You can see there are some listings here, but this can only be done at level 40, which is strange because at that point you could probably just buy them from Prepel at level 4. There is another armor that you can get from quest locks, but this is only at Prepel 4, so a little bit earlier than Ragman, and this is on Energy Crisis, and this allows you to buy the Granite 4 ballistic plate, and this is the one that goes into the Gazelle. I'm not quite there yet because I need 1 more level. If you go into the handbook and look at this guy, this is the one here, which is class 5 and ceramic. If you do a link search there, you can see the rigs that this goes into, which is basically the killer armor. You've got the 6B13 that you get off Scavs, both varieties, the 6B23-2, which can take either, but not the 6B23-1, so the propane armor can't take this. The Gazelle, and then you've got the Juk EMR and the Juk Press, which can take this diamond-shaped plate. Now the thing you have to remember about the front plates is that they do most of the work, so this Corund plate is going to defend you against most of the incoming damage that you're going to receive from enemy players. With the way that armor is now, after all the various reworks over the years, the front plate covers pretty much the entirety of the torso and around the arms as well, and a tiny little piece of the back, with the back plate just filling in the middle. For the armors we looked at before, you can just buy the Corund VM backplate and put it in the 6B23-1 straight from Prepel 3 without any quests or anything, and this is class 5 as well. It's a little bit more expensive than the Class 4, so 40k rather than 12k, so you could in theory, if you wanted to save a bit of money, put the 4 plate in the back, but to be honest with you, it's not that much more, and the 5 plate bizarrely is actually lighter than the 4 plate. One thing that makes this Corund armor so powerful is that when it gets destroyed and damaged in raid, you can repair it really well because both parts are steel. You'll see here we've got 48 out of 60 and 15 out of 40, and when I repair this with an armor repair kit, it pretty much goes back to full. This one's ended up at 59, and this guy's ended up at 39.6, so it's basically completely usable again, even after being wrecked in raid and returned through the insurance system. This is not the case for ceramic armors. So as I said, I've been using this a lot. It's been really helping me survive in some raids trying to do test drive and a few other annoying quests around Shoreline. I'll finish up with one clip just showing an absolutely unbelievable moment from the stream that we did the other day that I honestly shouldn't have won, but the Class 5 was doing absolute work here. What the hell? This guy's taken 2 headshots now. Is he a freaking Sunny guard or something? Oh, bloody hell. Bro does not care. Can't really survive any. I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run out of ammo. I'm gonna have to. Let me just. Maybe I take the Saiga even. Feels bad, but better than nothing. Crap. Yes, that's the one I need. You completely silent slow catching wood metal. You should be. Hard to know though. Let's just do it. Sounds like he's above or something. What the hell? Oh my god, guys. I'm literally shaking. Oh my god. Oh my heart. That was absolutely insane. My hands are actually physically tingling. Holy crap, right, I need to eat and drink before something bad happens. Wait, what have I done? Did I leave the bag? Oh no, I left the bag. Absolutely insane. Your head is blacked out, get out. I know. But I was so close, I could just go in and get my thing. A single pointer collateral will kill him? I know. There are scavs in there. Oh god. Can I get over this? I don't think I can. Barbed wire is like big no-no. 308. 306. What was the other one? 303? What do I need from him here? That thing? What was the other one? 303? Alright, let's go. Come on, Giga Gamers. Can you not? Can you not? Killer will have to come back another day. Heroic. Heroic. I thought my heart was going to explode. How did those guys not kill me? That's unbelievable.